guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is having a great day so far. If you are new here, I just want to introduce myself for a second. I'm Tyler. I live with my husband Elliot, our parrot Minty and our mouse Vader. I like to create home lifestyle type vlogs, occasional hauls here and there, cats, all of that good stuff. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please do think about hitting the subscribe button. That would help a lot. But in today's video, we're doing something a bit different. I know I'm in a different location that you've probably not seen before, and apologies for my appearance. I'm just having a very chilled out Sunday morning. I didn't want to put like a full face of makeup and stuff on. For today's video, I thought we could do a kind of monthly reset. I watch quite a few YouTubers that do these, and I really enjoy watching it. Obviously, I know their things will slightly differ because they're obviously full-time YouTubers, influencers, that type of stuff, and I'm obviously not. It'll be interesting to kind of get a different perspective of a monthly reset. It is currently the 24th of March. My monthly reset starts a bit earlier than probably most people's, just because my pay date for my job is the 26th of every month, not the first or last Friday. So it just makes sense for me to budget and plan out my month in accordance to when my pay date is. So the first thing I thought we could do is, obviously I have my planner here. I can do a rough little show through of the things that I've not done. So they have like a monthly overview. So you have like your goals that you set for the month, you have priorities, a general to-do list, and then there's like a new habits section, and then the other side is just a whole thing full of notes. And then you obviously, when you go further into it, you do have your weekly bits where you can put in obviously your weekly plans, what's going on, that type of stuff. So I set some goals for March, which I thought we could go through now. Again, I know it's not technically the end of March, but if we continue this going, it will be like a month. My goals that I had for March was to settle into my new job, which I feel I have done as best as I can so far. Still have a lot to learn, but definitely have picked up a lot, so that's good. My other goal was drink a glass of water every day. I have not done that. I really struggle with it, and it's not that like I don't like the taste of water. I just genuinely get so enveloped into my work that I just forget to drink water. I really need to keep working on that. And then the last goal I set myself was to reach 15 subscribers on YouTube, which I did. I'm currently at 15 subscribers, so thank you all very much for subscribing and coming along on this journey with me. The other things I had, my priorities, obviously my new job. Obviously that's how I get paid, so that needs to be like my biggest priority. But I also wanted to keep up with my weekly YouTube uploads, just because I'm now back into a full-time job. I didn't want to just drop off the face of the earth, so definitely trying to keep up with them. New habits, my skincare, I've kept up with it every single day, which I'm really happy about. For anyone who doesn't know, I am using Bioma, I believe that's how you say it. In one of my previous vlogs, I go through the products that I've got, but I'm really enjoying it so far. My husband has started to use it as well, just because he's not been happy with his skin and just how his body's been feeling. So he's been trying it out as well, and luckily we both are after the same goals, so it works for both of us. A really quick, easy routine, which I like. It literally takes 2 minutes, if that. It's just quick and easy. It's not overcomplicated, which is what I didn't want. I didn't want this massive like 20-step skincare routine, because for me that would be how I would fall out of the habit. So that's been good. And then my other habit was just water daily, which again I'm going to really try to do. Yeah, it's just hard. And then in my notes section, I normally just put my pay dates, because if my set pay date is the 26th of every month. If that falls on a bank holiday or a weekend, I get paid earlier. So it's just to note what my actual pay date is that month, because it could be earlier. And then any holidays that I have planned and any keynotes. So for example, I've got a keynote here to do with pay for my old work, because there was some issues with that. So it's just me keeping an eye out for the correct payment to come through. That was that month. I have already filled in my April month. I think I can show you, it's fine. So I like to decorate it with little stickers and just doodles and stuff, just to make it look a little bit prettier. So my goals for April are eat more fruit and veg. Me and Elliot definitely do not eat enough. I eat more than he does, but I definitely just want to incorporate more into our diets. I find it easier to do this in summertime because I love having like watermelon and strawberries, things like that. I feel like in winter I just sort of just forget to do it. So definitely going to try and do that. My YouTube goal is 20 subscribers. That may not sound like a lot because it's only 5 extra than what I'm on now, but I'm obviously very aware that growth is very sporadic, and part of it is luck, part of it is, you know, being seen by the right people. So I think 5 subscribers for next month is it's a good goal, but also it's not really unrealistic. My last one is to do with my work. There's a really big annual event that I'm managing by myself next month, which is a bit scary considering I would have only been there just over a month. It's just to really kind of focus on that event, make sure everything runs smoothly, and it just goes really well. My new habits this month I want to do are drink more water, obviously want to try and do that, and eat more veg and fruit. Payday for this month is 26th April, and then I also have holiday with Elliot from the 25th to the 26th of April. Pretty much it for this month. I haven't filled in my to-do list bit, which I didn't really know what to fill in because I didn't know if I wanted to do like really big things that I had to do or really little things, because I obviously have a actual to-do list, like daily sheets I can fill out. But I thought for my big to-do list it could be things in my personal life such as send presents, send cards, that type of stuff. So I do actually have to do that because it's my friend's birthday this month. So I'm just going to put send present / card so I don't forget. The other thing is I need to sort out my student finance refund because I received a bonus last year from my old workplace. They charged me student finance for that month even though I'm still below the threshold, and I definitely want that money back because it was £150, which would be nice to have. So I'm going to try and hopefully sort that out because you have to wait till the year after to claim for it. The other thing I want to do is order my skincare. So I thought the moisturiser I brought was a day and night one, but it's not, and I really need a night one because my skin is starting to feel a bit dry at night time. I think that's it really for April. I've already done like all the birthdays for the year. The bank holidays I've marked off saying like no work, so I don't have to go into work. I've already done all of that. So that's already all filled in, and any holidays, things like that, events that I have to do. I normally fill in the weekly section based on how my work week is going, if I have any meetings that pop up or anything that I need to do on a deadline. That's mainly what the weekly section will be used for. So yeah, that's everything for my plan and for the month. So you can get rid of that. I've also written out all of our bills for the month already, just so we can budget things. Little disclaimer, this is just my end of finances. This does not include Elliot's finances whatsoever. It's all just my pay, my things that I have to pay for. We do it a little bit differently than most people probably would, given that Elliot pays for the food shops, his car, and obviously insurance, petrol, all of that stuff. We worked it out that it'd be easier if he paid all of the household bills, so things like your electricity, heating, water, council tax, internet, that type of stuff. And then I would bulkily pay for the rent because he had other expenses as well on his side, such as the car and food shops. So we've done it that way, and that's worked for us really, really well. And it's meant that we've not kind of resented each other because one person's spending all of their money on stuff because they have to spend money and one person's not. It's worked really well for us. It's not a definitive percentage split or stuff like that. That's just how we've worked it out. It's helpful, it's worked. We each have our own responsibilities. I will run through everything. This is going to be very personal because it obviously is like actual figures and stuff like that. So please don't be nasty about it. Don't be like, oh, she's lying, she's not paying that much, all of this stuff. This is all genuine stuff that we have to do. Again, this is just my side of finances. This is not including Elliot's side of finances. Hope that makes sense. So my first thing is my credit card. I'm currently only paying my minimum payment because it is 0% interest, and my main focus is my PayPal credits because that is not 0% interest. That is my main thing that I'm focusing on getting paid off. So I'm only doing my minimum payments for my credit card, and it is slowly trickling down, which is good. So that is £30.36 this month. Again, my Klarna is 0% interest. I took out our tablet and some earphones for me on Klarna. Some people would say, why? It's stupid. I had a spending addiction, okay? I can't cancel it, I'm just paying off. It's fine. It's helping my credit at the least. So that is £39.25. Now I've put my PayPal minimum payment, but we'll get onto that in a bit because my plan is to have that all fully paid off this month, fingers crossed. But I've just listed it down in case it doesn't turn out that way. So my PayPal minimum payment will be £47.36 this month. Amazon Prime is £8. We pay for the no ads and I'm on a student account, so it roughly equates to £8. YouTube Premium is £8. I'm happy that I have a student account again because I was not happy about paying like £13 for YouTube Premium. It is the one service, if we had to get rid of every subscription service, I would not get rid of my YouTube Premium. I watch YouTube pretty much nigh on all the time, every single day. If I'm upstairs doing work, Minty will have the YouTube on down here to keep him occupied. It literally is like a godsend, and whenever I'm around my friends and they like ads pop up, I'm just sat there like, why? I can't do this. And yeah, that's the one thing I could never give up, unfortunately. So that's £8. My Lush subscription box is £39. That should hopefully be coming maybe next week, if not the week after, so look out for that video. Paramount Plus is £7. We will be cancelling Paramount Plus once we finished the Yellowstone series. So we finished the main story, but we were told that there are 2 kind of prequels, so we're going to get through them. Halo's finished now, so once we've got through all of them, Paramount Plus will be getting cancelled until new season of Halo or something else crops up that we want to watch, just because those are the only real reasons that we have it currently. Contents insurance for the house is £18. Our rent is £825. That is going up next month by £50, so not the worst, but still is just like, you know, For pets, I've put £50 this month. It's normally £40. I over budget that because the stuff I get for Vader normally only comes in at about £35. The main bulk of that is for Vader's bedding, stuff like that for him to be cleaned out. But because me and Elliot are obviously away next weekend in York, I thought it'd be good to get some foraging toys for them just so they have a bit more stimulation. They obviously have normal toys, but I think having a foraging toy is really going to help them. Just because Minty, for example, isn't going to be able to be out of his cage as much as he's used to. When me and Elliot are home, he is out pretty much all day. From when we wake up to when we go to sleep, he is out of his cage. He has free roam to go in or out of his cage. Us being away, someone is coming to check on him, but it just means that he's not able to be out as much, so giving him something to do in his cage, keep him occupied, will hopefully be really good. And Vader, just a little treat for the little man because he is by himself. Now TV is £6. I currently have an offer. I've had an offer for what feels like the last 2 years now. Every time my offer is due to come to an end, they just extend it another 3, 4, 5, 6 months. So yeah, don't know about that. That's just the movies pass. We are thinking of getting the entertainment pass just because there's a few things that we want to watch, catch up on. I really want to rewatch Game of Thrones. House of Dragon season 2 is coming out in June, so we'll have to get it for that anyway. Spotify is £7. My husband used to pay for this. It was included in the phone bill. He obviously pays for all the phone bills and stuff. I recently changed it, so I was paying it just because it was in a student account. So we've got it slightly cheaper again now, so that's £7. Costco is £33.60 because our membership is due up, so this is just an annual cost. And the only other cost that we have is I pay for Google storage, so all of my devices are Google. And I pay for just a little bit of extra online storage, which is £16 a year. There are some other bits trickled in there that I don't want to mention just because they're for certain people or money accounted for certain people and they'll be watching. So let's just say that equivalent's to £60. Brings our total for this month to £1,209. I did round up the decimal points just because I like to put a bit extra in just in case anything happens. The only other cost on here that I've not had to pay for this month is my bus pass, or like my bus tickets to get into work, because I'm pretty much working fully remote now. I have to go into the office 1 day a week. I have, I think, 21 bus tickets saved up. I definitely didn't need to pay for any more bus tickets, so that was a nice little saving for me. The way my paychecks are working this month is I am meant to be getting 2 paychecks. So a paycheck from my old work and a paycheck from my new work, because weirdly the way the NHS pays, or in my case the way it paid, is whatever I've worked in February is what I'm getting paid tomorrow. Weird, right? But then obviously for my new job, what I've worked in March is what I'm getting paid at the end of March. I haven't been able to see what my old work's paying me because they've locked me out of accessing my pay slips, P60s, all of that good stuff. So that's just going to be a surprise tomorrow, but I've put in a rough estimate of what that will be, just because again my managers messed up my pay sheets and tried to dock pay for me for certain days. It's all been worked out now, but I don't know if they've worked it out so that I'm not going to get the deductions made, or if the deductions have already been made because the pay's been finalised and then next month I'll get like reimbursed for them. So I've kind of lowballed myself quite a lot for my paycheck from my old work, just because I don't want to budget for money that I may not have. My typical normal paycheck from my old job would be £1,660, and I've really lowballed myself and said that I will get 1,200. Really lowballing myself. If they haven't been able to reimburse me this month, I think I should only be losing maybe about £170 to £200. But again, I don't know if they've done any additional things or messed up even more than that, so that's why I'm just really lowballing myself. And then luckily I have a paycheck from my new job, which is nice, so I know how much I'm getting from that, which is 1,415. It's not a full month's pay, it's missing nearly about 2 weeks off of that, so next month should hopefully be a bit chunkier. Those two together I've equated to £2,615 for next month, minusing my bills. That leaves me with £1,406. Probably you're thinking, wow, that's great, what are you going to do with it? My PayPal account is currently sat, I think, at about £1,300. They've just added the interest, so I think it's roughly about that much. My plan was to use that excess paycheck to completely pay the PayPal off, so it's done, dusted. I can then focus on the credit card. That's 0% interest, which means it will really just get dipped down, because with my PayPal I've been putting about £200 to £300 in each month, depending on what plans me and Elliot have, if there's things I need to buy. So that's just going to really help trickle that down. But this is all dependent on what my actual paycheck is, which I will find out tomorrow on Monday. That roughly will leave me with about £150. So the reason I'm saying potential of paying off is because obviously me and Elliot are going to York next weekend. We want to do some things there and have some fun with that. And then also we're going away later in April, which I don't think would be as a spenny trip. It's mainly just spending time with friends. But if we wanted to like go for lunch or, you know, go out for a dinner, get a takeaway, that type of stuff, it's nice to have the money budgeted to do that. So I wanted a bit more money set aside for fun stuff this month. We also have some things that we need to pick up, so it's just trying to figure out and calculate how all that's going to work out. If I can't pay off all of it, then I will pay off the majority of it. I at least want to pay off £1,000 of it, which will then just leave £300, which will hopefully get done and dusted next month. Here's the rough plan for spending this month. The things that I need to buy is my friend's present. We already bought all the cards up until September for all the family, so it's just getting her a present and shipping it out to her. I have a rough idea, but I haven't quite solidified it yet. Again, most of the things that I need to buy, I'm waiting until tomorrow when I get my paycheck from my old work, just so I can then really figure out like my finances of the month, because again, all of this is pretty much estimates right now. The other thing, again, I said, is my moisturizer. I want to get another moisturizer to do. I need to look into an exfoliator, because for anyone that doesn't know, the brand Bioma doesn't do exfoliators because their whole kind of ethos is to build your skin barrier, and exfoliators obviously break that down to clear out your skin. But I think it would be good for me to have a exfoliator and just do it once a week, just to make sure I'm not clogging up all of my pores, things like that. We've got some plans. As I said, I want some money set aside because we have looked at a place that we might go for either like brunch or dinner when we're in York. We're not too sure on which one, just because of what the family wants to do, that type of stuff. We are only there for pretty much one full day, which is the Sunday. So it's just trying to squeeze things in, just because that's the only time we managed to get off together. I wanted to get some more nail stuff from the brand that I use, which is Glamour Dip. I needed to get some more tips for my nails. I am thinking of potentially just trying to grow them out themselves without the tips, because I feel like the tips break off quite easy and I don't want it to be damaging my nails and then losing all of that growth that I've made. I'd like more colours from that, and they have a sale on currently, so again, gonna see how finances are and figure that out. When we go to York, it is pretty much just gonna be a we'll see how we feel. If there's anything we want to go see, that type of stuff, then we will. We are thinking of going to, they have an arcade there, so we are thinking of going to an arcade because one of mine and Elliot's first dates was going to an arcade, and we just love going to arcades. We love doing that. The plans for the month ahead, so this video is going to go up tomorrow, which will be the 25th of March. And then all of next week I'm going to film the prep for us going away for the weekend, so that's going to involve me sorting out packing, buying anything we need to buy, sorting out the pets, cleaning Vader out, doing my nails need to be done, clean Minty out, he needs to be all cleaned, and get him all stocked up on fruit and veg, order him his new toys to come, just general tidy of the house, planning food for the week because we'll only need it up to Friday next week. I will film the prep for York and that will come out next week, and then I'll film us away in York, anything we get up to that will come out the week afterwards. And then scattered in between them will be the Costco trip and haul. Obviously I'll show you all of that stuff because that is a monthly occurrence for us, and also the Lush subscription box review that will also be coming as and when I get it, as and when I can obviously review it and upload the stuff. Those aren't set in schedule, those are kind of just as and when we do them, we do them. So that's the next few videos that are coming on the channel. So if any of them sound like things you'd be interested in watching, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Again, we have that little target for this month. Please let me know if you enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed this kind of honest debrief. If there's anything else you'd like me to kind of include or go through, definitely let me know and we can definitely look into it. But that will do it for today's video. I hope you didn't mind the little setup that we had here. I wanted to go for something a bit more personal, kind of like a catch-up vibe, that type of thing, talking to a friend. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe as always, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.